So Westbrook is staying put, signing his extension, guys, oh so fittingly, on Kevin Durant's birthday. Max, what does this mean for the NBA?
What this demonstrates is that competently run organizations have a huge advantage in terms of being desirable for players. Look, no offense to people in Oklahoma City. It is not considered a desirable market, period. There is not as much to do. It is not as sexy a market, if you will, as New York or Los Angeles or Miami or even a cold weather place, but a major metropolitan area like Chicago. It's not. In the history of the NBA or any major sports league, how many max contract level free agents choose to go there? In this case, it's someone staying for a super max, so it's extra money. I get all that. But more than anything, I think this is a reflection of Russell Westbrook's confidence in Sam Presti. This is an organization that's hamstrung by cheap ownership. They do not want to pay real luxury tax. They do not want to do the things it takes to keep a nucleus together, which Presti built through the draft. So he shrewdly shows Russell Westbrook, okay, this is what I can do for you. Here's Paul George. Here's Carmelo Anthony. And we still got most of the squad of the good stuff left. And Russell Westbrook sees that and sees $205 million and says, yup, I can stay right here in OKC. It is a credit to Sam Presti and shame on the New York Knicks and James Dolan and the people they have in place. And you saw what it was with the Lakers, Stephen A., when Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak were there, how different it was around the league compared to now with Magic Johnson. This is a reflection not only on Westbrook, but also on Sam Presti and the OKC Thunder organization.
Well, first of all, there was no reason to bring up the Knicks, but if you're going to, let's see what Steve Mills and Scott Perry does. It's a new regime. Let's hope that it's going to be better than what we've experienced. Having said that, let me get back to Russell Westbrook. He's definitely a winner in all of this. It's not just because of the money. He deserves every single penny that he is going to get. This dude never, ever cheats you with his effort and his electrifying talent. He just doesn't cheat you. He brings it every single night. And guys like him deserve that money when they show up constantly and accept the mantle of being that marquee kind of guy with their effort and their level of production. Sam Presti, obviously, I don't even know if this should be a contest for Executive of the Year, considering what he's pulled off over the last 3 months. Paul George first, then Carmelo Anthony, then signing Russell Westbrook. By the way, Max Kellerman and Molly, there are no trade exceptions. The no trade clause, rather, that's in Carmelo's contract, that's not in there. No opt-out from what I've been told as well. He's committed for the 5 years. If that's true, that's obviously incredibly beneficial to Oklahoma City. Not only that, the NBA benefits, because not only do you have a guy like Russell Westbrook signing for what he signed, but the market in which he signed basically shows you that small market teams are in a position to pay these guys, that the system has been adjusted to such a degree where a level of parity is obtainable. You don't have to be in New York, LA, Chicago, Boston, to one of the major markets in order to get things done, which means it puts the onus on organizations to find a way to be relevant, productive, efficient, etc. And when you're not able to do it, to point to your point about James Dolan, Max, then this is what you have, even if you are in a major market city. So Russell Westbrook wins. The Oklahoma City Thunder wins. Sam Presti wins. The NBA wins. Even the owner for Oklahoma obviously won, because this is a man that lost out on James Harden because he didn't want to come out with $4 million out of his pocket. That's the only reason. Otherwise, James Harden wouldn't have left to go to Houston. So all of those things are considered. The bigger loser, from an hilarious standpoint, Kevin Durant looks bad because Russell Westbrook signed this deal on his birthday, indicating a level of loyalty and bravery and courage in terms of carrying that mantle, that essentially, tacitly, he's saying Kevin Durant didn't want that responsibility. And a potential big loser in all of this is the Los Angeles Lakers, because Russell Westbrook's signing has changed free agency. It may facilitate Paul George staying, which means that who's going to L.A. now becomes the question. And that's why the Lakers possibly losing all of this.
Including LeBron. Part of the lure to L.A. was, hey, if Paul George and or Russell Westbrook will be there, maybe LeBron goes there. Maybe not.
It's up in jeopardy.